We encounter a lot of things in our day-to-day life, but for most of us, wild animals aren't on the list. Ever wondered what it would be like to get up close and personal with your favorite creature? The only question is, how? From cuddly little creatures to apex predators, here are 10 amazing animal encounters you need to see to believe. And while we're talking about animals, keep your eyes peeled for the rare subscribe button. It's small, red, and says subscribe. Very distinctive. If you see it, click it to get the latest videos from the hub. Bears and wolves. The Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center in Yellowstone, Montana, delivers what it promises. All the wolves and bears that call the sanctuary their home are unable to live in the wild, giving humans a chance to see these incredible creatures up close. Unlike bears you encounter at a zoo, these bears enjoy a habitat as close to nature as possible. They have access to a fully stocked pond and keepers whose job it is to keep them comfortable and stimulated. Sounds pretty nice to us. The bears like it too, because they exhibit natural bear behaviors despite being in an artificial environment. The sanctuary is home to 6 wolves who live in 3 different packs. Visitors get an up-close look at how wolves behave in nature, although their food is provided by local hunters, so the wolves don't even have to get it themselves. Wolves in the wild tend to be secretive and avoid humans, so this is a rare chance to encounter them in a way that is safe for both animals and humans. Great white sharks. Described as the ultimate underwater adventure, great white shark cage diving is quickly gaining popularity. If you're brave enough, head to either the Farallon Islands of San Francisco Bay or the Isla Guadalupe in Mexico for this unique experience. You'll be put in a cage and lowered into the icy waters where the ships will use decoys in order to attract the largest predatory fish in the sea. Sounds perfectly safe. While in the water, you may even get a chance to see the sharks feeding on nearby fish or sea lions. If going down into the depths with a great white is a little too close for comfort, you can still get a great view from the boat. When sharks feed, most of the activity takes place near the surface, enabling even the most anxious viewers to get a glimpse of the action. Swimming with iguanas. Depending on where you live, it may not be unusual to see iguanas soaking up some sunshine. But imagine taking a swim with a marine iguana in a tropical paradise. Known for their unusual appearance, even Charles Darwin made fun of them, calling them hideous-looking and most disgusting clumsy lizards. Ouch! No wonder they hide away in their home in the Galapagos Islands. They may look intimidating, but they're actually herbivores who eat algae and seaweed. Their long, sharp teeth are used to scrape algae off rocks, and their long claws are for clinging to rocks in heavy currents. Even their gray coloring helps them absorb sunlight to keep them warm when they dive into cold water. The marine iguanas don't fear humans because they've never been hunted. This makes it possible to swim beside these less than lovely lizards in peace. Penguins. Penguins seem so cute and approachable, but the logistics of actually approaching them are challenging to say the least. It's no wonder they've captured our hearts and minds and appear in so many of our favorite films. However, if you're up for a bit of adventure and don't mind a long travel time, have we got an animal encounter for you. The Weddell Sea, named for British sailor James Weddell, is famous for its enormous ice shelves and flat-topped icebergs. This makes it a perfect habitat for emperor penguins. You'll arrive by boat, and after a quick helicopter transfer, you'll be surrounded by more penguins than you can shake a stick at. Well, if you can find a stick in the Antarctica. You'll arrive at the site of a penguin rookery, where you can see penguins at all stages of development. At night, you'll sleep on site in a tent where you can fall asleep to the soothing sounds of penguins chirping. Wild ponies. An island full of ponies sounds like every little girl's dream, and for many, it has been ever since we got our first copy of Sea of Chincoteague. For the uninitiated, it's believed that a Spanish galleon wrecked off the coast of the Assateague Island near the Virginia-Maryland border in the 1700s. This ship happened to be carrying some incredibly precious cargo: ponies. The ponies made their way to the island, and it's been their home ever since. Currently, about 150 wild ponies are located on the island. Every year, the nearby island of Chincoteague hosts its annual pony swim. Thousands of people gather to watch the ponies be herded to Chincoteague by water. The first of shore was the honorary titled King or Queen Neptune. The ponies are then checked out by veterinarians, and many are sold at auction. If crowds aren't your thing, many tour companies offer tours of the Assateague Island to see the ponies in their natural environment. It's like your own private Equestria. Rabbit Island. If you're going to be stranded on an island overrun with wild animals, Okonoshima is your best bet, since the animals it's overrun with are adorable little bunnies. This tiny island is less than 3 miles in circumference, is home to over 300 wild rabbits. But while this island might be the ultimate in kawaii vacations now, it wasn't always this way. It was used to manufacture poisonous gas from 1929 to 1945, and the bunnies you see today are descended from a colony that was brought to the island in order to test the gas. While there is a poisonous gas museum on the island, the bunnies ended up winning the war, since the primary reason for visitors to the island is to pet them and give them snacks. Don't worry about finding them, they'll find you. When it comes to getting treats from visitors, it's everybody for themselves. Gorillas. These are gorillas you won't want to miss. The Silverback Lodge in Uganda is located near the Bwindi Impenetrable Forest National Park, which is home to 350 mountain gorillas, half the world's remaining population. Mountain gorillas live up to about 35 years in the wild and can stand up to 6 feet tall. While they have the ability to climb trees, most prefer to spend their time on the ground. They have a complex social structure, led by a dominant male who's called a silverback due to his graying hair. The aptly named Silverback Lodge will take you on a tour through the thick undergrowth of the dense forest to see the gorillas in their natural habitat. While they are wild animals, humans are a bigger threat to the gorillas than the gorillas are to us. An experienced guide will make this exciting encounter is safe for everyone involved. Kayak with orcas. Don't take off your parka just yet. Grab a paddle and head over to the famous Robson Bight Ecological Reserve in British Columbia. This sanctuary is a favored place of orcas, who use the area to feed, sleep, play, and rub their bodies against the rocky beaches. Spirit of the West Adventures will take you on a guided tour to encounter a pod of these amazing animals. In addition to the whale of a time you'll be having with the orcas, you may also see dolphins, porpoises, sea lions, and more. Not only will you get to see the orcas in their natural habitat, you'll be able to hear them too. Tour guides bring a portable underwater hydrophone so you can listen to the beautiful songs of the orcas. Polar bear tours. If you're in the market for something just as cute as an otter, but with a slight thrill of danger, then grab your warmest jacket and get ready for the Churchill Polar Bear Tour. The Churchill Wildlife Management Area in Manitoba, Canada, is over 2 million acres, so good luck exploring it without a seasoned guide. It's where polar bears rest in the summer and where they give birth to their cubs. So hop into a custom polar rover and get ready to get up close with these beautiful bears. The polar rover is the ideal way to encounter these bears without sacrificing your safety. The rear viewing platform has a see-through mesh floor, allowing you to stand mere inches from the bears that wander underneath. The windows of the polar rover are huge, and even the windshield is angled forward to allow a panoramic polar bear view. Swimming with otters. Otters are adorable, playful, inquisitive little creatures. Just looking at them sliding down a rock or floating in the water with their bellies exposed, and it's no wonder that humans find them so utterly charming. Unfortunately, seeing them in the wild is becoming increasingly rare, as all species of otter, except the North American river otter, are in trouble in the wild. At Nurtured by Nature in San Diego, California, visitors can enjoy a swim with a family of otters. On this 3-hour guided tour, you'll be able to swim and frolic with an adorable troop of otters. Otters are what's known as an indicator species. If the local otter population is doing well, it generally means the surrounding environment is doing well also. If the otter population is suffering, the nearby environment is in trouble as well. So learning about otters is an important step to being aware of the environment, and hands-on learning is often the best approach. As a bonus, you'll have the opportunity to meet other creatures, such as a kangaroo, sloth, armadillo, porcupine, and lemurs. They're booked solid through 2017, but keep your eyes out for openings next year. Getting up close and personal with wild animals can be dangerous if you're interested in something a little more exotic than bunnies and ponies. But there are amazing ways that you can meet incredible creatures, especially if you're not opposed to traveling. Which of the animals on our list would you most like to encounter? Subscribe to encounter even more adventures, if only through your computer screen. We'll see you on our next adventure.